Welcome back, everybody, to George's Miniature Cars and a review of sorts and a possible wheel swap. Now, this is something I've been wanting to do, and as you can see in front of you, there's a 1997 Honda Civic Type R and the 1995 Honda Integra Type R Japan spec. So the Honda is a left-hand drive, and of course the Integra is a right-hand drive. And as you can see, the Honda has some cool aftermarket wheels on it, chrome. And the Integra actually has wheels that I've seen on the Civic before. And I was thinking, maybe I should do a wheel swap. So I'm not sure if I can do that, but JadaToys are easy to take apart and reassemble. And so I thought, let's give it a try. So I hope you like what I'm trying to do here, and let's take a closer look. All right, these are JadaToys 124 scale. Well, actually 124 scale is subjective. JadaToys makes 124 scale, and they have the same boxes for every car that they make. So these ones are larger than 124 scale. And that's fine with me. I'm not a stickler for scale accuracy, just as long as it's a cool car. So let's have a look at this one. Very cool, 97 Honda Civic Type R. It's part of the JDM Tuners metal diecast series. And on the back, well, as you can see, they don't actually have a picture of the Civic or the Integra. But you have some very cool cars, and I have several of the NSXs, and I've shown some of those in past videos. I have one of these, the 240Z, and of course I have the Fast and Furious versions of the Supra, and I also have the 93 Mazda RX-7, and let's see, the Dazzling 510, and the Skyline, of course. And anyways, so this is copyright 2019, and both of them are 2019. And so we'll put that one over here and then grab this one. And it's very cool. Now, Japan spec, because it's a right-hand drive, whereas that one is left-hand drive. And this was a very cool series. Well, there's the bottom there, and it's just copyright information. And same thing on the back. Yeah, same cars, copyright 2019. And so I thought, very cool. I've had these for a while now. I thought, well, here we have the Civic that would come with those wheels. And I'm not sure if they issued this one before with those wheels on it. And then I thought, well, those wheels would look nice on that, and these aftermarket wheels would look good on the Integra. So I thought I'd do a wheel swap maybe. Now, JadaToys, you can unscrew them and switch things around if you want, switch wheels. And well, of course, these were cheaper than model car kits. So these are good base to start with if you want to modify them. And as you can see, the window, I don't know what happened there. Like, why did they make the window frame so thick? And well, I've got a Dremel tool, and I was thinking of grinding it down and making the, frame smaller. And then I thought, well, instead of all that work, you could just get a black Sharpie maybe and just color it in. But like I said, let's take a closer look at the actual cars. Of course, if you know me, I like to buy two of everything. Keep one stock and one take out and maybe customize, do whatever, or just have a nice cool display piece. And as you can see, it's very cool. Okay, this one did have the hood open, and it doesn't like to stay open too much, but it's very cool at that. So let's take a closer look at each one. All right, let's go first. Now, the interior is not highly detailed at all, and like the door panels, look at that. The door panels have no detail whatsoever other than whatever that's supposed to be, but that's okay. Dashboard is pretty simple. There is a decal for the gauges there. it's not easy to see, but anyways, okay, let's focus here. Okay, you got the emergency brake, a little center console there. Okay, we're not focusing too well. You got the gear shift, and let's go around this side. All right, well, wow, this is really dark. Okay, I didn't anticipate the lighting was so bad. Maybe I'll focus in a little better. But, well, there are 3 pedals there. You got the gear shift lever. I'm not sure what's going on, but okay, well, so overall, not bad. It's got some racing seats in it. And like I said, if you want to modify these, well, they're easy enough to take apart. You know, they're all screwed together. There's that information there. And they have nice rubber tires and cool wheels. Now, as you can see on this side, the tires get oxidized, but you can just wipe that off. And overall, not too bad. Now, this outer portion here, oh, let me straighten my glove. This outer portion here should be black as part of the window unit, and it's kind of odd how they did that. So you could color that in black and make it look a little better. But overall, JDM, tuners, license plate, Civic Type R, the tampos are nice. And you got some basic clear lenses and the Type R badge on there, and only 2 little aftermarket products there. And those wheels are actually pretty cool. Nice treaded tires. And while the engine compartment, they could have done a better job, but like I said, if you want to modify this and paint it up and add a few more details, then it's easy enough to do. Overall, pretty nice. I like it. And then the banner on the windshield. So let's look at the Integra. Now, like the Civic, it actually has a simulated carbon fiber hood. And it's got these cool wheels on it. Now, in Japan, it's all Honda. It's only North America and European markets that are Acura. And nice enough details on the inside. You know, there's a decal on the Honda for the gauges, but there's nothing on this one. And then we got a little closer, see if I can focus here. Okay, so you see 3 pedals. It's a manual. And, well, kind of racing buckets, I guess. It's a little dusty because this is a piece I've had on my shelf. And, well, we'll look at the chassis here. Now, I want to do a wheel swap, but what you got to do is JadaToys, or they have different wheel sizes and widths. And so I was looking at it, going, well, the Civic actually has wider tires on it. And, well, they stick out a little further. And I'm not sure if I can actually swap it over. But the only way to know is take it apart and have a look at how they assemble these. And now JadaToys, well, in the past they've come up with die-cast with extra wheels and axles. And well, they're not all the same size, and axles vary in different lengths. And the wheels are different widths, so I'm not sure. So we'll have to take this apart to see if we can actually do this. All right, now I didn't want to bore you with taking these apart, and it was a bit of a hassle because, well, these are screwed together real good, and sometimes the screws don't come out very well. But what I like to do when I do unscrew these JadaToys to swap the wheels out is make sure you put the screws in the same order that you took them out of, because, well, not all screws are made the same, and if you put them back in the right place, then they should go back together easy enough. I've done that before. I've taken the screws out and mixed them up, and well, some might be a little shorter than others, I don't know, but anyways, I've taken both of these out, all the screws that is, and so now we can lift the chassis out, and I'll put that upside down for now. And I've got this cutting board that should protect it. And as you can see, well, you got the disc brake detail in behind. And this particular one, well, it's in there quite deep, so it's hard to see. But you can see the brake caliper there. You can see the discs there. And now, sometimes, well, as you can see, these are a little gray because the tires kind of oxidize in some case. But you can just wipe that off. And anyway, so that's that chassis there. And then, well, let's take a look at how they constructed here. Now there's an engine insert. You can take that out, and then I can easily detail paint it and add some more details if you want. So that's kind of cool. And then you got the interior unit that slides out. And so this is really easy to customize. Now you can add a roll cage if you want, add some nitrous bottles to the back, add some seatbelt details, what have you. There's the pedals there. And it's a fairly simple construction, but you can detail it up as you want. So I just put that back over there. And then of course you have dashboard screwed in place. There's the piece you can take off to take the hatch off. And now the hinges are rather large, but if you paint them black, well, then you can kind of hide the details. But there you go there. Look at that. No details on the door. Why did they do that? They should have put a grab handle or something on it. But anyways, that's that one. And then the Integra. Well, I don't know if I showed you around back, but cool taillights, nice tampos and stuff. Hatch opens. And under the hood, well, same thing as the Honda, just a simple insert. You got the strut bar there and basic details, but so if we take the chassis off, and as you can see, so to take the wheels off, you got to kind of twist it. Okay, these ones are fairly easy to come off, I think. Well, they're spinning on the axles. And hang on, let's see if I can pull it off. Oh yeah, okay. All right, so here we have the brake caliper details. Now, the Honda has vented rotors. This one doesn't, but as you can see, it just melted on to attach the rotors. Anyway, so that's that. And let's, all right, so you got this extra piece of the muffler there that gets, I think they call it heat swaged or whatever. But anyway, so same thing here where you got this insert you can take out for extra detailing if you want. And there's a lot of possibilities you could do with that. And same thing, let's see, put that over there. And same thing with the interior. Gotta slide it out. And well, there's a basic interior. All right. And what fell on the floor was actually the rear bumper. And unlike the Honda where the bumpers are molded on, Actually molded a separate piece of metal for the rear bumper. So that's cool. I guess you could take the bumper off and just do like what a lot of JDM tuners like to do, just have no bumper and then just have a basic, you know, crash bar style tube bumper on the back. And so anyways, so lots of stuff you could do with this. I'll look at the bottom here, same thing. Everything is kind of screwed together. The doors are screwed on, so you can take those off. And well, let's put this down over here. So hang on, let's get a little better view here. All right, there's also this little grill piece that goes in. And let's see, the Honda, no, yeah, it's not open, but there's a piece that's inserted in there. So anyways, that's how it looks on the inside. And since I popped the wheels off the front of that one, let's pop the wheels off the front of the Honda. And I'll have to do this off camera because I don't want to struggle on film with it. All right, this is one problem I found is sometimes, well, you can see, you can actually twist the wheels, but because they have this knurled end, look at that. So sometimes it was a crosshatch pattern, but this one has just a different, just wow. So I can't get these off. I'd have to pull real hard, and then of course you got this top of the chassis here, and it's really hard to get your hands in there, and I don't want to bend to break the axle bosses, and I just can't get that off. So let's just say I did. And let's well, what I can do with well, okay, well, we can just try and look to see how it goes. Well, that would look better, but the problem is 1/24 scale. If you want a stock appearing wheel in your Civic, well, as you can see, the rim itself is actually about an inch wide. Well, an inch wide. So in 1/24 scale, that means these are 24-inch wheels. So of course, that's not scale accurate for a 1/24 scale vehicle because the stock wheels aren't that large. But anyways, I thought that would look pretty cool. But like I say, man, I just can't get these wheels off of the axles. So we can kind of look at it, how it would go. It's almost like this chassis might fit. Holy cow. Well, that would look so much better. So anyways, I tried, yeah, this video is going to be too long if I tried taking those wheels off. But there you go. If you want to customize these cars, you can easily do that. So let's straighten the camera out here because struggling, wow. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you like customizing cars, well, definitely these ones are fun to do. I don't know how I'm going to get those wheels off of the Honda casting, but anyways, other JadaToys models, well, they come off a lot easier. But anyways, I hope you enjoy the video, and let me know what you think. Do you customize JadaToys? Do you collect these? And if you do, well, give me a link to your channel and I'll check those out. And well, thanks again for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.